What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today, we're going to be checking back in on a game that was featured a long time ago in a galaxy far away on the channel called Wartile. It's a kind of hybrid real-time strategy, turn-based strategy game set in a Viking world where everybody's kind of a collectible tabletop piece, a la Warhammer 40k or Warhammer Fantasy Battle. And I think it's got an interesting art style, so we're going to check back in on it. The first time I played it was with the earliest alpha that they released, and it came out in its 1.0 edition. And so I wanted to check it out, see what it had to offer, see how it's changed, see how things have gone on up, because the last time we played the alpha, it was definitely pretty limited. I think you guys will enjoy this title, so let's jump on in and start a new game. The saga begins in an ever-changing world fueled by greed and lust for power. One way to survive is by embracing the old ways, explore the mythology, and walk in the footsteps of gods with the ambition to reveal their secrets and harness their powers. Only then can you claim your place in this world and make your legacy from this life echo in eternity. Your journey begins here. Well, hey, we get that playback on everything we say, man. Echoes in eternity? We got to get them echoes. It is customary for Vikings to obtain the blessings of one of their gods before they attempt ascension into the ranks of jarls and kings. The path to the sacred tree of Ire, deep into the swamplands, is a dangerous and it's a dangerous and a place of mystery and danger. Okay, sounds pretty good. I guess we'll wander on in. Let's go see how fancy this tree is. I don't know how fancy it's going to be. I bet that thing shops at Ross. We'll see what happens, though. I mean, it could be fancy, but it might not be. The impenetrable swamp known as the Tears of Ire is blessed by day and cursed by night. Therein stands a blood-red tree, a silent testament to the sorrows of jealousy and lost love. During the dawn, one may be blessed with the touch of ire if a proper offering is made. However, bandits have taken hold of this place. Alright, so we'll have to watch our asses and our fronts as we go on in. I'm okay with that. I love the map design in this game. It looks great. We can call upon the attention of Ire, the god of healing, and with a mammal sacrifice. We also have It's a Trap. Place a trap by dragging it onto a tile. Be careful not to step on it. Okay, that sounds alright to me. And so it looks like we can pick up a figurine and we can drop it where we want it to go, just like that. We've got spearmen, and it looks like, is that a swordsman right there? Move your figurines by dragging the left mouse, and yeah, I know that. Thank you. This is, oh, that's the tutorial piece. I thought it was like another little swordsman guy. Let's see what there is around here. Let's see what's going on. We've got an objective card that we can interact with, so let's keep people moving on around. I assume that little ring right there is their movement radius for how long it's going to take them to do fun things. So objective cards. On the right side, you'll find your objectives. The first objective is the primary, while the others are secondary. Completing the primary allows you to leave the battle board with loot, but you need to complete all the objectives and unlock higher difficulty tiers with new rewards. Okay, and so we've got objectives around somewhere. All I see is our little trap cards that we can play for right now up in this Yu-Gi-Oh-esque thing we're trying to do. Let's move into range of this guy. Is he on our team? Figurines will automatically attack enemies that are within their range. The colored circle beneath the figurine shows their current health status. The smaller it gets, the closer the figurine is to breaking. Figurines will automatically attack. Okay, sounds good. All right, is this dude on my team? I think it's just telling me more about the game. What does a bush do? A nearby figurine can break this. Oh, cool, so they automatically attack the bush right there. I'm going to assume that that guy is probably a bad guy, and he probably wants to mess with us. Let's get these two guys into combat, and it looks like they are throwing down Viking style. That dude's health is dropping off at a really rapid pace, and he is now donezo. We've reduced him to a whole bunch of random fragments. Sounds good to me. That's how Vikings do, man. We don't play around with that noise. Each figurine has unique ability cards, with more choices unlocking as they level up. Ability cards are located in the bottom right of the screen. Make sure to use them frequently as they are paramount to your success on the battlefield. They become available again after a cooldown period. So we've got Shield Bash. We can stun an enemy, and if that's 6 seconds, and they also take 5 damage. Sounds good to me. We've got a treasure chest over on this side. I think I'm going to go investigate that. And so there it is. We've got ourselves a club or like a magical staff or something. This guy's name is Hakon Goldenmane. That's a pretty dope name. I'm pretty sure that I would have had much less problems in junior high if my name was Hakon Goldenmane. That's a dope name right there. That's a name that commands respect. That's a name where they expect you to come to school with like a warhammer. We also got a giant shield right there. I assume... I don't know what that did for me. Maybe it repairs his shield or makes it better. It says we have no treasure right there, so I'm going to assume that it didn't really do a whole lot. Over on this side, it looks like there's a back way we can get on in there. I wonder if the game features any kind of stealth. Like, can I sneak along the backside right here and then whoop these guys from behind before they know I'm coming? That'd be pretty sick. And it is a very Viking-y thing to do. We're going to do these guys like monastery monks, and we're just going to let them find out. All right, so these guys are brought over to here. Let's move up, and I'm going to see if I can pinch and choke them on this side. So if these guys decide to get rowdy, let's move back, and I'm going to freeze the game. We are going to take a trap card. So we can, what does that say? It's a trap. Place a trap by dragging it onto a tile. Okay, it's not dragging right now. Why is it not dragging? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. That one don't seem to click and drag. We've got this right here. It clearly says place the trap by dragging it onto a tile, but when I click and drag, it just goes into the camera shift mode. This one right here works, but that one right there does not appear to be doing its thing. This might turn into an interesting situation when we get further into the level, because we are supposed to be dragging and dropping something onto a tile. I don't know. Does this guy know we're here? Maybe we have to be... No, it's not in combat. I don't know what's going on with that thing then. It does not appear to like us very much. Here, you drag over to here. Apparently, he's got to be a little bit adjacent for that to work. Like, it doesn't look like he can strike through the tile, but it looks like he can go diagonally with the spear. And so we'll keep that in mind for a little bit later. It looks like there's some kind of cave or some other engagement that we can get on into right there. And so I'm pretty well thinking about it. I think we can... I think we might be able to... I'm going to go back around and get that treasure chest. Let's go see what's inside that treasure chest. I don't want to walk away from it for right now. Maybe that's just cards that are available or something like that, and I've got to get enough points or something for him to activate, and maybe that's what's going wrong. I don't know. Maybe they've got a cost to them or something like that. Maybe they cost these little dudes down here, and that's why it's not dragging and dropping. I was looking forward to setting up a booby trap, too. I was feeling quite clever. So let's see what's inside this treasure chest. Looks like to me that we've just picked up 100 gold. I don't know how that affects us in the nearby future, but I'm assuming we're going to be able to buy upgrades and other sexy things for our little characters over here. Let's get him arranged. Does the frog over here do anything? I need to look at this frog. There's a frog on the map right there, and it's behind some bushes, which makes me wonder if it does anything. Doesn't look like I can... Oh, I can squish the frog. Well, that's a nice little environmental effect, but I wasn't planning on doing any amphibian murder right now, so I guess we're just going to do that. And everybody's moved inside the cave, so with It's a Trap... Place the trap by dragging onto a tile. Do not step on it. Maybe that's what it is. We just don't have any charges. We got to pick up that thing over there. He's going to be fighting on his own for right now because I can't really do a whole lot. Shield bash this dude and stun him up. There we go. I'd like to move to a more advantageous position, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it's going to be available to us for right now. I should have stepped on in a little bit more aggressively. Well, he's getting his combat on right now, so that's good. Nice job, spear guy. Show them the wrath of Odin. Oh, wow, he did. He shut him down with a quickness. He shut him down like that other dude owed his money or slept with his mama, dude. He came up on him hard. So it looks like we do need a charge right there. So disregard my confusion from a little bit earlier. It looks like we have to pick that up. And so now we've got a bear trap. So I assume that that allows us to do that thing right there. I don't know. It says that it's a trap. Maybe that's just the ability to do the thing we were thinking about right there. What is that thing? What does that do? Oh, it gives us a whole bunch of whatever those little... Gives us a whole bunch of whatever those little knotworks do. Okay. A little bit of that naughty fun up inside of here. Step on out to there, and let's see what we got going on. So we got the bear trap. We can place that in other areas to show a hint. Yeah, it sounds like a pretty good idea, and that's probably what I'm going to do. Seems like a pretty solid plan. The bear trap thing, I think maybe it's a modifier for the mission or something like that. Like, that's one of my objectives that they were talking about earlier. And so I think maybe we have to find the sacrifice, and we have to find the trap, and then it becomes activated. I think it was just the way that the tutorial presented it, like these cards were playable up here, when in fact these were objective cards, and I just misread it wrong. It happens. It's part of being a YouTuber. If you don't misread something every now and again, you probably ain't a YouTuber. It's hard to do this stuff on the fly, man. Having to entertain an audience, do commentary, and at the same time do smart stuff is difficult. So have we pulled them on in yet? Put a bear trap down right there. Like, and if they try to step on in, which I have my suspicions they might, you step on in right there and get him from behind. Got him all nice and flanked and tanked up. He stepped on the trap, and so, yeah, that's the objective card right there. I must have just read it wrong or got the wrong idea from the tutorial tip. It's all good. I think that maybe that does some kind of attack up or something like that, but I'm not really too sure just yet. Probably would have been smarter to bear trap right there. But here's our goat. That's what we have to sacrifice to the gods so that the tree will benefit us and allow us to do gangster stuff. So there's the goat right there. I don't see any treasures or anything on that side, although the path does go down right over there, so that's probably something we're going to want to keep in mind. The water's not flowing, but I assume that's because we're on like a tabletop board. And tabletop boards don't typically flow. They don't have a vicious flow like that. Their rap career is severely hindered. You go grab that treasure chest right there, and that's going to give us another 100 gold pieces. Sounds great to me. It's probably a good idea for us to rearrange these guys so that the guy with the shield is in the front. Let me go back over, and we will smack that bridge on down. And after having smacked that thing, it looks like we have a couple of nasties over here. Pull back so that everybody is of use right here. We'll put the spearman right there. Oh, she got vanquished with a quickness. Was that a kill, or did she teleport? Oh. Well, if you can attack from right there on the bridge, I don't see any reason why you shouldn't just rush. Pull back for a second, and we'll see what she does. Ah, there we go. So get her with a shield bash because she's got him flanked. And I don't like that as an eventuality at all. You guys do your thing. That's obviously going to give him a pretty decent chance to smack our units right there. I don't know if we take debuffs from being out of position or whatever, but it'll have to work for right now. What do you do? Oh, she's back. Okay, well, you step over to there and cover his flank. Make sure that she gets a few more shivs in. She's now broken. We actually have to get the broken animation. And that one I don't think is going to last much longer. I don't think Immobilize is going to help too much because that one's not moving around. So I'm just going to kind of leave them to their devices. Let's keep pushing our way across the bridge here. I do think some people are not going to like kind of the hybrid style that the game has. I found that when you play RTSs, some people are really into RTS and some people are really into turn-based strategy. And hybridizing the two, I think, kind of fragments the audience a little bit. I think it's not a shared audience from what I've experienced on the internet. Some people like one, some people like the other. And so if I have... Who has the goat sacrifice? Ah, you just click on it. Okay. Goodbye, goat. Oh, wow, we exploded a goat on the altar. We loaded that fool up with C4 and let him fly to the gods. Your devotion and respect to Ire have been noticed, and they repay you with a small portion of power. Hell yeah. If I can get godly powers where I can shoot like lightning out of my butthole or whatever, that's exactly what I want. So your journey has begun. Cleansing the area of bandits and receiving the blessings of a god is a good omen for the future. Now you prepare for the night where the curse awakens and the nightmares come out. So the sacrifice is done. We did all the objectives. We killed a lot of units, so I think we're going to get a little bit of a bonus right there. As far as battle points go, I don't know how those are differentiated from units killed. But hey, we got a little bit of something right there. Oh, the multiplier is how fast you play the mission. That's pretty cool. So with 200 gold in hand, I feel like 200 gold is a sizable amount for medieval times back in the old Viking period. That'll probably help us out a little bit. We got Skalingas or whatever they're called. What was the name of the Viking money? It was like Skralingas or something like that. I only know that because I play Mountain Blade Viking Conquest. So with the level done, let's see what they got for us next. I'm enjoying myself, though. I like the presentation of the game. It's very artsy, and because I have no opinion between RTS and turn-based, it doesn't bother me that much. I'm probably one of those few people that very much likes hybridizations of the two system and thinks that they're okay. But then again, people are really into stuff like the Baldur's Gate games and whatnot, and those are hybridized systems. So we've got figurines we can take into battle. We've got an Axeman right there. We've got a Spearman right there. I don't think we can buy anybody new. Oh, his name is Asgar Legbiter. Did he bite somebody's leg at some point? Oh, we can customize our figurines. So we picked up a club and we picked up a shield. So, like, what's the difference between those two? Oh, it's a not busted shield. It's a much nicer shield. So how do I know what that does for me? Let me look at the character sheet right there. So it looks like things are moving around down here. The club does 15 to 17. What does that do? That gives us 6 armor versus the 6 armor that he has right now. But the other one gives us one of those. What is that? So it's reduction for incoming damage. And then the other one, the sword and shield, or the axe and shield, is your defensive skill. So it's your ability to block blows in general. And then the other one's reduction, I guess, when you take the hit. What is that right there? Our token menu, so we can equip tokens. Oh, we've got a greater attack skill token. Ooh, yeah, put that on him. Make him better at that. As attack your chance to hit, your ability to hit an enemy. Yeah, that sounds great. I'd rather have consistent hits on an enemy than have to worry about, like, I don't know. I don't like gambling. I'm not a gambler when it comes to stuff like that, so I think that might work out a little better. He's got 15 to 17 right there. A better lower and a better hit chance. Go with the club. You weren't able to do this when I played the game last time. The figurines were just like preset, and they just had what they had. It had the things that you could equip on them, but you couldn't put them on yet when I played the game last time, so I'm pretty happy about this. I love customizing things. So with the tokens done right there, we also have a deck manager. Everything else has been locked. So we've got the Touch of Ire. That heals us for 30 health. That sounds pretty good. And we've got the Bear Trap. I like the Bear Trap, too, because it's free damage. Anything that gives me free damage makes me happy. We can also buy new figurines at the tavern. It doesn't look like we have anything available. I don't think. I think it just stands them up in front of the tavern scene. I like that, though. Like, the art style of the game is pretty cool. I like it a lot. And so this is the merchant over here who I assume allows us to buy better stuff. So with the worn basic club, that's got an attack of 3. We can also get a dented nose guard helmet. We've got a worn basic axe, and we've got a shoddy basic axe, which is better between the two. So the worn axe has better attack and better damage on the lower end. Oh, no, it doesn't. It has worse attack. Okay. What is that right there? That has 2 attack and it costs 150. It's got better damage reduction. But that one right there does 14 to 18. That does 12 to 20. That does 14 to 18. Cool stuff. Let's get the nasal helmet for right now. So that appears to be my stuff over here. And then this is his stuff? I don't really know. Yeah, that's my stuff. So I can also buy tokens and whatnot over here, which is pretty cool. I like the attack skill token, so I'm going to take one of those. And then we're going to sell that shield. I'll probably sell the dented axe right there just to get a little bit of money lined up. We can't really afford anything else. And this stuff is actually actively equipped. So anything that's got a hand on it, we don't want to get rid of. Let's go back to our Vikings, and I can go to Asgar Legbiter. I'm going to give him the attack skill token, so he's a little bit better with his attack. And then as far as his armor goes, let's give him... Can he wear a shield? It doesn't look like he can, but we can put a little helmet on him just to help him out a little bit if he gets cornered by the enemy. I think I sold the only shield, maybe? Is there a spot right here where I can just look at what my inventory is? Yeah, my only shield is equipped. That one costs 100. We have 100. That one's a poor plank shield. Yeah, get the worn shield up in here. Go take that. And let's see if our spear guy can use it. No, it's because of a long boar spear. Okay, that's pretty cool. So on the campaign map, what else do we have to do right now? Let's take a look at some of these tiles. So we have the Lost Norse. We can play the Tears of Ire again, but with higher difficulty, in order to get something, or we can go with the Lost Norse. So each of a battle board has 3 difficulty tiers for the reputation level that is recommended. If your reputation is equal to or greater than the recommended reputation, you should be ready for the challenge. If it's lower, expect the difficulty to be hard. Okay. Where's my reputation at? My reputation level's right there. Okay. Is there any other story cards? Or did I just initiate that one right there? I don't know if I initiated it or not. Okay, so it puts the little thing around it. We'll lock that in, but is there anywhere else I can go, or is that pretty much it? That looks like it's pretty much it. Okay. So, let's go to... Can't do anything there. Alright, so I've got us on the screen we want to be on to begin the mission right now. Let's start this thing on off, and we will set sail on our longship for honor and glory. We will shine up. We will find our way a portage that we will ride to another land. Home guard or beyond, we shout as we board the longboats. I don't know. I'm trying to come up with Viking-y things to say, but I'm not really a big Viking guy, so I don't really have any Viking-y things to say. The sound of scraping metal emerging from the darkness as Lost Norse warriors crawl out from their hideouts. Okay, so we just gotta battle some people up inside of here. Maybe that's the object. Are those Draugrs right there? What are those? Those guys look dead. Retrieve the skull of hell from the ancient Norse and escape to the Viking ship. The madness from the Lost Norse spreads across the water. Smash their boats and stop it. Collect some examples of yellow toad and find the hidden alchemist lab to extract its poison. Interesting. Okay, so we're all the way at the top of the mountain. They're actually blocking us from escaping. High ground right here. Figurines fighting from high ground get significant defensive advantages. Okay, so we really don't want to let them have the high ground if we can help it. Are those Draugrs? Is that what those are? They look kind of like Draugrs to me. I don't know if that's how you say that word, but they look like Draugrs, so you know. I'm going to step into right here, and we'll see if they aggro. But it looks like they're not actually that great at paying attention. They share that in common with me, so let's get into a position where we can fight from. And I'm going to wait and see if he goes somewhere else. Let me put a bear trap out in front of my position just in case he turns around and tries to fight from there. That'll give him something to attack with the spear. On the flanking tutorial, figurines attacking from 3 rear tiles of an enemy getting a significant offensive advantage. Maybe he was setting himself up to kind of just be where he's going to be at. I don't know. I kind of screwed the pooch right here, though. Let's shield bash this dude. He's already down, so step in right there and see if you can help out with a little bit of the bloodletting here. Go, Asgar! Raise your spear to the skies and shout praises to Odin! We shouted praises to Odin. I don't know if it helped, but we did it anyways. You can never tell with the trifling of the gods. Sometimes you shout to the skies, and sometimes they listen, and other times they're just like, nah, and you catch an axe to the duodenum. It is what it is. A little bit of treasure right there. We got ourselves a nasal helm. Pretty cool stuff. I figured that'll help out. That explains why there was frogs all over the map, too, earlier. Looks like there's treasure over there and maybe a loot back. Let's go find ourselves some treasure. You hack your way on into that location. What does that one say right there? This little theme park style thing that we've got going on. You move to the high position right there and you move to right there so that they can't do anything to... Oh, man. He found the one position that has equal height. He decided to mess with me. I don't know what the Skull of Hell is, but it sounds like it's pretty awesome. It comes from hell, so it's got to be pretty metal. Let's find out. So that's an objective card. Retrieve the Skull of Hell. Is that the Skull of Hell right? Or is that the... I don't think that's the Skull of Hell. Maybe it's inside this cave. So that takes us back down to another region. A nether region, as it were. I want Viking Draugrs to be away from my nether regions. Unless they're particularly sexy Draugrs. But if there is a particularly sexy Draugr, I don't think I've ever met it before. So there's a frog. We've gathered ourselves a frogling. Let's take that back over to there. Are there any more enemies on this side? I don't think there are. So let's go grab the chests real fast. I wish that if there was no enemies within a certain radius, you could just move at the speed that you want to move. But I assume in one way or another that probably ties into your speed rating for the mission. So I bet it's tied into the engine or something like that with the way the game actively functions itself. Is the Skull of Hell around here? Where is the Skull of Hell that we are looking for? I've got to destroy their longships, so I'm just going to accept this at face value and hope that it works out. Let me grab that right there. We have a bear trap. Let's maybe drop that right there and see if we can bait them into a combat on this side. Hey, Dix, you want to come fight me over here? There we go. That's what I'm talking about. That gives him a nice little flank, too. We got rid of him all nice and loosey-goosey. That was that good stuff. Relics. Relics activate on click when standing next to them and not in combat. Activation heals your figurines to full health and saves your progress on the battle board. If the figurines die, you can retry from there. Sounds good to me. Grab that frog real fast. Clyde, we're going to go find a frog. Is the relic nearby? I guess the relic is not. Oh, that's the relic right there. Okay, I see it. I thought that that was the relic right there, but that's just the signpost telling us what a relic is. Stab him up real fast. We don't have time for these shenanigans. Oh, how you going to get that? He gave you a little glance right there. Little bastard. Let's activate the relic. We're out of combat. We've saved. We're good to go. We got a whole bunch of whatever those little thingamadoobies are right there. I don't know what they do, but I assume that they doobie with the best, and so you can call us the Doobie Brothers. Down we go. We've got slow time. We can do that with the space bar. We already figured out that special tiles. I assume that that's for things like right there with the longboats that we've got to destroy to get rid of some of these little bastards. Oh, you can strike him. Did we knock him back right there? Was that you, bro? You grabbed him with all that strength, and you were just like, nah, son, you don't get to fight with me anymore. He shut him down with a quickness. Shut him down and shut him up. You wheel back to right there to fight him from where he's standing. You take maybe the high ground right there and hope that it works. It looks like maybe that gave him a little bit of a debuff, though, right there. And it looks like we got some pretty nasty combat coming on in. Oh, he summoned more bad guys, too. Well, that's not good. You guys bear trap that up right there. Oh, shit, son. There are a lot of bad guys in here. Use the touch of ire on him to get the health back. That'll reset the cooldown real fast. That guy looks like a boss-level dude. So go ahead and shield bash him on out of our business so that he takes some damage right there. We'll kind of pay attention to what we got going on right now. Oh, those are our little faith points. I see what's going on. So we spend points in order to use the touch of ire and some of the other little things in order to keep ourselves up and running. He'll probably move to right there, which means he's going to get bear trapped on up. Give me the touch of ire right there. You step down to that spot. Help out with that combat. That was the first one right there that actually fixed us up with a little bit of attrition. On the plus side, whooping the ass off those kids. There's the Skull of Hell. You hear the prayers from cursed souls calling to you from the depths of hell. That's pretty badass. I'd wear that helmet right now. Surely nothing could go wrong from wearing that helmet. You move to right there. You move to protect him. I don't know if we need another touch of ire, but I'm going to do it anyways. Just in case. I think our hit rate's pretty good right now because I gave both of them buffs. And it seems to be working out to our benefit. I think we're just about out of time for right now. So my name is Splattercat. Thank you for joining me for Wartile. I think I'm going to do another episode of this game. I like the changes they've made so far with this title. I like the stylistic way that it's being presented to the player, and I think that we're going to have a good time with it. I don't know. I'm kind of debating doing like a half playthrough or something like that. I like it a lot. I'll see y'all next time. If you want to get the game for yourself, it's down in the description. My name is Splattercat. I show off indie games every single day here at the internet, so you can know what's the latest and the greatest coming out in the indie genre. It's my pride, my joy, and a thing that I've worked a long time on, and it's a blast. I really do enjoy it, so I hope that you'll stop by. I'll see y'all later. Give this video a like if you liked it. That makes my job much easier as a YouTuber. In fact, it makes things very, very easy for me as a YouTuber. That's one of the best things you can do to support me. So anyways, I'll see y'all next time. Hi to everybody, and we'll join up with this combat in the next episode.